This is Encounter with the Unknown. So when we last left the last episode, we see that villains have gotten into the facility, and now our young students trained to be heroes have to now face them and such. So with this episode, we focus on Deku, Sue, and this other person as they are shipwrecked and such. And at the same time, we see also the other heroes trying to deal with the other opponents in each of the different areas of the facility. Right off the bat, I gotta say, the kid's teacher, Razorhead, he's just so awesome. Like, Deku points out, you're better with stealth missions and all that and such, but yet he goes, I have no more than one trick. So I was like, yeah, he's pretty badass, actually, so I think he can handle himself, so. But in the course of the episode, we see that each of the students have been separated into different areas. From one is in the rock slides, one is for this rock slide on the mountain, one's in this kind of sea like with everything caved in, another is in with a building with fire, hurricane, and all that other such and such. So each of the other students are separated, and the villains do not know exactly what each of the students' quirks is and such. So basically, in this episode, we kind of focus on, like I said, Deku, Sue, and this other person, which I can't remember his name for the life of me. But I do love Sue a lot. She was great. She's voiced by Monica Rial. I loved her a lot. Like, she has all of the abilities of a frog. She can stick to a surface, she's got the tongue, she's great in the water. She was very useful and helpful in the situation where Deku's in, because he got transported where the ship and such was, and there are others, some of the other villains with the water-based powers and such there. So, the one dude, let's see. What was his name? I'm sorry if I'm forgetting the name, but this was... Grape Juice is this hero's name, I believe, where he's able to grow these sticky stuff from out on top of his head and everything and such. I just loved how when, Froppy or Sue puts him down and everything, he kind of was being a perv because of her breasts and everything. He's like, well, there's the perv I was looking for in every anime. There's always a perv. From Master Roshi from then on, there's always been one. And he was kind of annoying to me, honestly, because he just was so aggravated because he was panicking. I mean, it's understandable because in the situation with the villains and all that, but at the same time, Deku takes charge and and they each learn about some of their other quirks and all that, in order to figure out what they're going to do and all that. And it was smart planning, honestly, with Deku, because he, using that opportunity, uses some of his power, his quirk, to create a hole in the water, in a sense, put them all falling down, and, Sue helping out with her frog abilities, grabbing him by the tongue again, and then, of course, Grape Juice using his sticky stuff on his head to get all the villains together, which was pretty fun and all that. So Ida is sent to go get help because he's the only one, because we've learned that they've jammed the signals. Like, they jammed all the signals from the signals to the phones and everything and such, so. But yeah, I mean, this was a very good episode because we see Deku, Froppy, and Grape Juice working together and all that in the situation there. And the plan with Deku and everything was very smart and everything, because they're trying to, because all the villains want All Might and everything, because he's the big symbol of peace and everything. But All Might is back at the school, which I've gotta say, that was so hilarious. We meet the principal, who was kind of adorable in a sense. He's like, I may be a dog, but I am the principal. He's like, because he has so much attributes of so many animals and such. Let's see if I could look him up. But he was so funny and all that. Like, I just love he started to give All Might a speech about his teaching principles, which I kind of was laughing. It's like, oh, All Might, you're in for now. And because All Might was supposed to join the other students, but unfortunately he can't because he's been pushing his quirk too much and everything. And so he was all ready to go, and then principal shows up and it's lecture time. I was like, oh, dear Lord. So, yeah. Nazu. And I knew it was Jerry Droll. I love Jerry. He's just such a great voice talent and all that and such, so. But, yeah, that was just kind of funny. He's stuck there because with All Might, he's having issues and everything with his quirk because he can't keep holding that form for so long and all that. And with this episode, he's kind of stuck. That's what the villains want. They want him, and unfortunately, he's not there, so. But overall, this was not a bad episode by all means. I'm really excited to see what the other students are going to be doing with these other villains, and at the same time, to see some of these other villains, to learn some of their stories. I kind of want to know more about who they are and everything, and see what makes them tick and everything. But as for this episode, it was not too bad. Seeing Deku work with Froppy and all that, and the other one, I'm trying to remember names. Working together for that situation was very good. At the same time, it's funny with All Might because he's stuck at the school getting a lecture. So there is that. So, but this was a good episode. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next with the students. See what they're going to be dealing with. How some of these are going to be handling the other villains, if we'll see that and all that, and see what's going to happen, everything and all that. So, but that's my thoughts for this episode. Please leave a comment below what you thought of this episode, and please give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed me rambling on and such. Come back next week as I will have another 2 My Hero Academia videos. Also, I am doing a top 10 list of creatures that terrify me or scare me. Just stuff from cartoons, movies, all that truly terrify me. And so come back next week if you want to see that. Hit the bell to be notified of future videos of when they're going to be put on the channel. And also follow me on Twitter at SuperKid801 if you want to see me and follow me on social media and such. So. But anyway, that's all for this week's My Hero Academia vlogs. Come back for the next 2, along with another video for next week. Check out my other vlogs if you're interested in seeing some of those. And also check out some of my other film reviews I've done. Like, I just reviewed The Foreigner, which I just saw yesterday with my dad. If you want to hear my thoughts about it, please click on the video and such. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week for more My Hero Academia vlogs. And other stuff, so. Take care. Go Beyond plus Ultra. Take care.